let's continue getting reaction to the story for you now. Bring you the National Assembly Speaker's spokesperson, Mike Ramagoma, who joins us via our telephone line this morning. Mike, it's great to have you on the SABC. Thanks for your time. It goes without saying, proceedings not necessarily unfolding the way you would have hoped. Let me just begin by getting your reaction.
Thank you, and good morning to the listeners too. I think we have noted the judgment. We will go back to look at what it means for us. But you should remember, and the reason why we brought this application in the first place was to require two things. One, we hear from the media that there's imminent arrest. Nobody's confirming it, and for the first time, we got to get a confirmation from the NPA through their papers that they have not been planning for an imminent arrest, and that they had not gone for a warrant as yet. And secondly, the other reason to come here was to say if she has to be called in either through a summons or to come to a court or a police station, she needs to be able to do that when a lawyer is available, and the date that were put that the attorney will be available was the 3rd of April, which is tomorrow. And so in a way, we were able to ensure that if she's required, she goes there with a lawyer, and the lawyer will be available from tomorrow. And that is the reason. Otherwise, this is not an issue where you are saying, I don't want to be arrested. I must ensure that the court interdicts the ID from arresting me. But to say, if I'm to be called in, I should be able to do so within my rights with a legal representative of my choice, and that person will be available from the first. Anytime from there, we can arrange such an appearance.
All right.
And I think that's where we are now. And from tomorrow, attorney will be available.
My understanding, though, Mike, is that the Speaker was always afforded that courtesy. In fact, Judge Pottrell spoke about that explicitly, saying that she has been afforded the opportunity to be accompanied by her lawyer to the Littleton police station and thereafter to the court.
And she had said, I'll come when he is available on the 3rd.
All right, so it goes without saying then that the Speaker should be handing herself over tomorrow.
Not necessarily. There will be discussions with the NPA in terms of what is the next move now, and those matters will be decided there.
If the issue was around the availability of her legal representative, which you have now confirmed to us is going to be sorted out by tomorrow, what other impending matter could there be that doesn't prevent the Speaker?
Impending matter. She says any time from the 3rd she'll be available on agreement with the NPA to go there. That's what is next.
All right. There were also questions around this idea that the arrest itself may have been unlawful, and the court has come out against this to say that they can't make any kind of judgment around an arrest that is yet to take place. Is it still the Speaker's opinion, at the very least, that if she were to hand herself over or should be arrested, it would be unlawful, at least insofar as the procedure and evidence is concerned?
So this is a matter for the application, for our main application, which is to be enrolled on the 9th, where we argue that we need a full disclosure because of our suspicion that the case is weak. So the current judgment did not go into that matter. It leaves it to continue with another court on the 9th. But that application is simply based on the fact that if we get a full disclosure of what this case is about, we'll be able to argue that there's no way that it can be a strong case, because we do have a sense of what their witness is saying, and has been leaked to the media, and that is why we'll be saying that if the case was strong, they would have concluded it and acted on a long time ago. But we do know that it's a weak.
Well, we're told that, in fact, the authorities have been engaging the Speaker for quite some time, allowing her to try and hand herself over. So it almost appears that the wheels have been turning for a while. Just because we haven't seen the Speaker in court doesn't necessarily mean that the NPA is holding off, if you know what I mean.
The Speaker was requested to come through on the Wednesday of the 20th and again on the 22nd. And she indicated that her attorney is still engaged on a matter in Durban, which will be concluded on the 3rd. And I do not mean what is for a while, because those are the 2 days at which she has been requested to come. That is the response that has been given in writing. And to try and force her to come there without an attorney would have been impugning on her rights. And that is why we requested that any time from the 3rd, an arrangement can be made for her to go.
In the letter that the Speaker received in connection to this request for her to appear, what date was cited in that letter to at least hand herself over to authorities?
There was no letter that says she needs to appear on a particular date. The letter says she has agreed that she will come on the 22nd, and she hadn't agreed to come on the 22nd.
Right.
Because her lawyer would not have been available.
All right. Safe to say then, Mike, that if the issue around her arrest is no longer a hurdle, so to speak. I mean, if she just wanted to have her legal representative there, now that that's being sorted from tomorrow, safe to say then that the Speaker is not necessarily going to be pushing back against any kind of appearance in the dock so that you can finally get to the main application. Is that fair?
You are saying she's no longer going to be pushing back what?
Pushing back against her appearing in court. If that's out the way. From Wednesday, the 3rd of April, her lawyers are available. If she's needed in court, they will come with her. So I don't understand what other pushing that you are referring to. All right. Well, it's a different tone, some people might say, to at least the perception that was created. I mean, the Speaker citing things like her standing in public, her dignity, accusing the NPA of colluding with the media to try and make a spectacle of her appearing in court.
I think we're mixing a few issues. There are matters for the main application, which would be on the 9th. And then there are matters of the interim relief that the judges wrote on today. So those matters still have to be ventilated in the main application, and you guys can follow that argument when it does happen. This application was a different one.
All right. Mike Ramagoma, thanks very much for giving us your initial reaction. You're right, we'll certainly keep watching this case as it continues to unfold, but for now, we're told that the Speaker doesn't seem to have an issue with making an appearance both at the police station and in court itself, although we don't have confirmation of a date when that will happen, at least as we speak on this Tuesday, the 2nd of April. A story we'll certainly keep watching for you.